So I wanted to demonstrate how you'd rig our 4-inch skipper toad. This happens to be straight black on a buzzbait. So this is another great application. You know, when you're going into the fall, or you know there's a good topwater bite, a buzzbait is obviously always a good choice. It churns that water, especially dirty water. Buzzbait's a good choice. And our skipper toad pairs perfectly on a lot of different buzzbaits. This, I believe, is a warhead buzzbait, but as you can see, it'll pair up perfectly there. It's got that flat belly that'll run right in line with the jig head, and that works perfectly for skipping underneath docks, overhanging trees, any kind of area where you need to thread that buzzbait deep under there and then slowly reel it out. The skipper toad's gonna definitely assist in that skipping action. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna rig this, we're gonna point it, basically we're gonna point it right dead on in the center of the nose. You always start like that, and you are just gonna, and you wanna kind of gear the hook towards the top part here, because you don't wanna hit this belly where the slit is at. So you wanna kind of just slowly thread that on. And you do want to kind of look, actually I should have showed you guys that too. You do want to kind of look and visualize, well, where's it going to come out? As you can see, it's going to come out kind of near these back little warts here on the toad. So this is our 4-inch, our 3/5. It might thread a little different, but always do that check to see where the hook needs to penetrate out on the backside. That way, when you thread this on, it'll run perfectly straight. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna puncture through the middle here, keep that up real high. This can be difficult here. You really want to keep that centered in, keep that plastic. You want that thing biting a lot of plastic, and keep pushing it, and then give it a little push there, get it all the way up here. What I like to do is feel, almost look at where that hook's gonna puncture out. Right there, you can kind of see it's in the middle there. You want to try to find that spot, and this is about right. I think I'll give it a little more, and then boom, we go out. All right, then we're going to start the threading. It should just thread right up like that. Thread it up, and boom, that actually went on perfect first try. I'm amazed. Love that. There you go. That's it. You get that flat belly all the way through. That sucker will perfectly skip, and that's why we call it the skipper toad. And you get those legs giving off a little vibration along with any kind of blade that you're running with your buzzbait, and you're going to draw those fish up to strike. So let's also go into the rod, the reel, the line. We don't want to forget about that. So what we're doing on this is we're throwing this on a, this happens to be a Tatula, Daiwa Tatula 6'3". Anything that's 6'3", 7 plus, I would say, because you know, especially on a buzzbait, you're going to be covering water, so you need a higher gear ratio. So I'd go 7'3" or greater. And then we're throwing this on 50-pound braid, straight braid. You've got to throw it on braid. You always want to throw your buzzbaits on braid. It's never going to be an issue with the fish seeing it or any of those kinds of things. So always throw your buzzbait on straight braid. And then the rod, we go with a buzzbait particularly. This is a 1/2 ounce actually, our skipper toad. The buzzbait itself is probably, its weight is probably a 1/2, so you may be near, you know, upper 3/4 to an ounce on this whole thing. So you want to definitely have that 40 to 50 pound braid, and then you're throwing this on either a heavy or a medium heavy at the lightest to a heavy action rod. This happens to be a Dobbins 6'6", as you can see there, and this is made actually for, these put down here, horny toads, but this can go up to an ounce. It's a heavy fast action. This is a perfect rod. You want that backbone with a little bit of tip to haul those fish in. So that's how you do it. That's how you'd rig our 4-inch skipper toad on a buzzbait.